Now, another non-clinical pathway that many pharmacists overlook is the regulatory and policy pathway. Now, this space is not loud. It is not glamorous if you look at it outwardly, but it is extremely powerful. If you're the kind of pharmacist who thinks beyond individual patients, if you're interested in systems, if you care about governance, you care about quality, you care about public safety, then this might be your space. And I want us to break it down in a way that you're able to understand it clearly and perhaps pick an interest in it. Now, in Kenya, a pharmacist can work in regulatory and policy institutions such as the Pharmacy and Poisons Board. We have the Ministry of Health. We have the county health departments. We have health products and technology bodies, and even professional policy platforms like the Pharmaceutical Society of Kenya, committees that interface with policy and advocacy roles. Now, what does this actually mean in practice? At the Pharmacy and Poisons Board, for example, pharmacists work in the following areas. They work in drug registration, pharmacists work in inspection and enforcement department, they work in pharmacovigilance, they work in quality assurance, they also work in licensing and compliance, and typically when they're working in this department, they're ensuring that medicines in the Kenyan market are safe, effective, and properly regulated. So their responsibility is also on protecting millions of people at scale through the Pharmacy and Poisons Board. At the Ministry of Health or the county health departments, as a pharmacist, you can be involved in policy drafting, you can be involved in essential medicines listing, you can be involved in procurement frameworks, you can be involved in universal health coverage implementation, and also in supply chain governance. And this is not just about dispensing, because for a long time that has been defined as the role of a pharmacist. It's not just about dispensing, it is about decision making. It is about designing systems that affect entire counties, even the entire country when you're working at the Ministry of Health level. Then there are health product and technologies bodies, and these are institutions that are involved in technology assessment, evaluation of new health intervention. We have what we call cost effectiveness analysis, and also advising government on what should be adopted nationally. And we have these management firms, or especially in healthcare. I won't mention specific names, but they are there that do these roles that I've mentioned. So this is high level. They are strategic and analytical work. And then there are policy and advocacy roles also that you can perform as a pharmacist in regulatory and policy environment. For example, serving in committees within the Pharmaceutical Society of Kenya. I happen to serve in a committee called Government Affairs, Policy and Advocacy Committee. And we have listed committees there. We have government affairs, we have policy drafting, professional standards review, legislative engagement, and this is where pharmacists influence laws that govern the practice of pharmacy in the country. It's not just about practice. Under them. Now, let me be honest with you. When you're considering a role in regulatory and policy, it requires a different set of mindset. You need patience, you need analytical thinking, you need an understanding of law and governance, you need attention to detail, and often a further training such as public health, health economics, or policy studies, or it could be even a certificate course or a professional course in regulatory affairs or policy development. The impact of all this investment is very massive. So instead of treating one patient at a time, you influence frameworks that affect millions at a given time. So if you are passionate about systems strengthening, you are passionate about health governance, you are passionate about quality assurance, or long-term structural reform, then regulatory and policy pathway might not just be an option, it might be your calling that is beckoning you. So pharmacy is not only clinical that you have to etch in your mind. It's not just clinical. It is also structural. And those who understand systems, they often shape the future of the profession. So if this space interests you, drop a comment below. And in my next video about regulatory and policy pathway, I'll be sharing nuggets on how you can transition into that space as a young pharmacist. See you in the next video.